And now we're going to be playing what is called Artificial Selection. It is currently loading, and I'm going to go change on Twitch what we're playing right now. I don't even know if that game is out yet. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Also, the game is not finished yet. From what I know, the game devs told me that it's only one creator, so the game dev, no plural. There's additional routes that are in the works, and currently the creator's Ko-fi is the only way to get access to those two additional routes. There is a sprite redraw in the works, so the game is not in its final state. If you ever like wishlist it, it's going to evolve. And what inspired the game dev to work on this artificial selection game is that they wanted to help people discover different worldviews and kind of go develop the story around political philosophy. I'm not entirely sure what political philosophy is, but we can try to see what that is. The age rating is 18 plus, guys. So anybody below 17, you need your parents' consent to be, you know, seeing what this going on right now. We can choose content preferences. So we can have romance, but you don't have to. You could turn that off. I want romance to occasionally play part in the story. Dirty jokes, you can turn that off too. So if I remove dirty jokes, okay, I thought it would maybe change the age rating. The gore description and the dirty jokes lowers the age rating. This is interesting. I've never seen something like this. Also, I'm gonna check. Do you have a good, like, the sound is that high enough? Okay, this is good for the sound. What do you guys want? Do we go romance? Do we go dirty jokes? Do we go gore? I'm definitely into gore usually in my video games and in my movies. Fine with all three, yeah, right? We've had worse on the stream. All right. Okay, there's two versions of the game. This one though is 10 plus hours long. We're not going to do that. That's way too long for us. But we can do the quick demo. It's a basic. Oh, that's true. It's also a escape room type of game. That's true. So this one, the quick demo, is mostly just the escape room. If you turn off the words, then it's suitable for babies too. Yeah, turn off the words, turn off the visuals, and it's suitable for everybody. It would be very silly. I'm gonna play that quick demo because we don't have 10 hours, unfortunately. Huh? Feeling that something is very wrong, I sit up in my bed and look around my room. It seems my instincts were right. I'm not in my bed, and this definitely isn't my room. Where the hell am I? How do I get here? Did I crash at a random stranger's house? No, I didn't go partying last night. In fact, I never do. Then where else could I be? Suddenly, the bed doesn't feel comfortable anymore. I stand up, examining my surroundings in order to find answers. Maybe I passed out on the street, and a kind passerby carried me to their place. Would it be a kind passerby? Because I feel like that would be kind of taking advantage of a person. Better to call the police or a hospital to pick somebody up than to bring them back to your place. Because that could be kidnapping, you know? That doesn't make me feel safer if I'm waking up in a stranger's place. But judging by the lack of personal belongings lying about, nobody seems to be living here. It looks like a hotel room. That's even worse. Waking up in a hotel room having no memory of shit, that's bad. What the hell is going on? Is this a dream? Am I still asleep? As I draw my hands towards my face, I notice they are shaking. Don't worry, this will all be over soon. The dream Manny is just being buggy or something. The what now? I take a deep breath and pinch my cheeks. Nothing happens. Okay. I've never actually done that in a dream before, so I should have seen that coming. But just because I'm awake doesn't mean I have to face reality. No matter how I ended up here, it's time for me to leave. If the one who brought me here didn't even bother to leave a note, then I'm under no obligation to excuse myself, right? I could just walk out of here. I head to the door next to the bed and grip the handle, but I can't even push it down completely. It's not kidnapping unless you're stealing children. I mean, or goats. Children or goats would be kidnapping, I agree. What is the word for an adult napping then? Sequestration? What's the word for it? Is that how you say it? Not sure. I head to the door, grab the handle, can't even push it down. It's locked. Can't be good. Ugh. Huh? Out of nowhere, the TV lights up. There, with bright big letters, the screen unmistakably reads, "For Seva," which is my name. I do a lot of adult napping. Yeah, me too. A lot of napping in general, not just the adult kind. At least I don't consider that adulting very much. How did they know my name? I mentally slapped myself for being so paranoid. The answer is obvious. The one who found me probably checked my wallet and found my ID on the way. But thinking about my wallet made me an entirely different fear well up inside me. My jacket feels suspiciously non-heavy. I check my pockets to investigate further. Not only my wallet, but my keys, my phone, and even my paper tissues, both used and unused, are missing. This is a very thorough person. Hold on, what? As I look down at my chest, something entirely different catches my attention. Why on earth am I wearing all this? Where are my PJs? If somebody found you on the street, they would not have put you in a PJ in this room. They would have left you the way you're dressed. Did my kidnapper change my clothes while I was unconscious? For what possible reason? Why would you have been in PJs? My brain is tired of cooking up answers. It's confused, creeped out, and feeling utterly defeated. Could someone just tell me what's going on? My gaze drifts back to the TV screen. Of course. The Seva doesn't feel threatening anymore. In fact, it now has a calming effect. I just have to watch this and everything will make sense. I gently tap the screen. I'm Vanagloria. I'm Tristitia. And welcome to Purgatory. Well, you're not in the construct of hell you're not in the construct of hell you might or might not believe in. That sentence really fucked with my brain. But as far as society is concerned, you are dead. Dead? What you've done would normally not be forgiven. But because we're so very, very generous, we answered your pleas and are giving you a second chance. You can try and prove that you deserve to be alive. You, Seva, have committed the sin of wrath. Shame on you. To make you realize your mistakes, we give you a companion who is just like you. You and her, Ephera, make up a team, Wrath. Socializing is difficult when you're all angry and grumpy, right? We want you to change that, so you should befriend as many people as possible. And since we're super considerate, we put 14 sitters here in total. That way you're bound to find someone you can get along with. But before you can meet them, you will first need to exit your rooms. This will turn out to be more difficult than you would ordinarily expect. Don't worry though, it's supposed to be a fun exercise for you and your sin mate. Studies have shown that solving an escape room together is an excellent team building activity. This is the second time we do an escape room with my work buddies. I don't know if that actually is accurate. I do not feel closer to them. Oh, that's a cute little monstrosity. Is that a doggy head? It's adorable. Studies have shown that. I thought it was merely our hypothesis. Come on, don't be like that. You know what I mean? No, I will be like that. You should not be spreading blatant misinformation. Oh, and who's gonna stop me? I can say whatever I want. I'll give you another one. Studies have also shown that you gotta stick up your butt. That is not true. No study has shown that. You didn't say it wasn't true though, dude. That is very clearly a cat. I don't know, the expression reminds me of more of a dog. I'm weird. Don't mind me. You did an escape room IRL? Yeah, I've done it 3 times now. Once with friends, twice with colleagues. I'm not crazy about them. The first one with friends, we failed miserably. And the 2 other ones we succeeded, but truly one of us in the group was very used to doing escape rooms. And he was carrying us. Like, we were absolutely useless. He was doing everything on his own. I don't think I was of any use to the team. And I strongly advise you not to use such profane language in front of our subjects. Profane, seriously, but isn't a bad word. Well, it most certainly isn't a nice word either. It's just a word, man. There's no connotation. I think it's great, but. See? If I wasn't allowed to say that, it would have been censored by now. I suppose this is a cause worth verifying. What happens if you fail? You just drop forever? No, you fail and you don't get your name put on a list of like successful like escape room people. There's like, most of them are competitive, so you try to be successful within a time frame, so that you know you kind of beat the best time frame for doing it. And if you fail, you just have like a walk of shame, because you can't leave the way out, you leave the way in, so you gotta come back through the rooms, and it's you know, it's kind of sad. I like Vanagloria's hair, cat ears. Yeah, me too. It's like Sailor Chibi Moon. I wish I had enough hair to do that, but I feel like I would need to have extensions to have something like this. What's going on now? Be quiet. I'm mentally preparing myself. But he can't say it without censoring himself. What? How could this be? You said it wasn't a bad word. Ha! You totally fell for it. I'm the, how do you say, alpha? This introduction is kind of a train wreck, huh? Yes, it is. Should we shut this down and try again? No, this will never work if we don't take it seriously. We will see this through to the end. Alright then, sorry about this, Seva, but you probably understood the main message. I sure hope so, but I will reiterate just in case. As soon as we're done talking, you will unlock the door to your sinmate Ephera's room. Once you have exchanged introductions, it is time for you to figure out how to escape. Something appeared in the middle and I didn't have time to read. I like the color though. Like, I really want to have this hair color again. That's literally the pink color I used to have. And always remember, trust and teamwork are super important. Help and rely on each other. Though I think getting green hair would be cool too. That is all. Good luck and see you soon. The screen turns black. I'm speechless. My previous theory can't even begin to explain what I just watched. Is this a prank? A social experiment? Am I on some foreign reality TV show? What could anyone gain from something like this? I just want to go home. Suddenly, the door next to my bed cracks open a bit. I cautiously step away. Right, they said my sinmate would be in that room, an individual who committed the sin of wrath. So did you, though. Does that mean they're a violent person? Are they going to attack me? She doesn't look very violent. At last, the door fully opens and a jarringly relaxed girl pops inside. Save a boy! Finally, I get to meet you in person! She has the body language of a drunk person, but her face indicates she's sober. She doesn't seem like a threat, but all of my brain cells are screaming that I don't have the energy to deal with someone like her and that I need to get out of here. But my mouth starts moving before my feet. We know each other? Why, yes, I've heard a lot about you. Those TV people said your name was Seva and that you're my wrath buddy. That's not a lot. That's literally just a name and something he doesn't even remember himself. It's not a lot about someone. So you're Ephera. Ephera nods. Okay, so we can communicate. Maybe she can help figure out the situation. Do you know why you're here? But Ephera only gulps and stares at me blankly. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to beat around the bush. I mean, they said it's because I'm angry and grumpy, but do I seem that way to you? No, admirably chipper even. Then do you know where we are? Nope, I'm afraid I'm as clueless as you. Wait, our main character is a guy? Yeah, we're this guy, and this is our companion. Then why'd you seem so relaxed? I think it's gonna turn into some sort of like harem situation. It's gonna be just a bunch of different, I think there's like girls and boys, but I don't know, there might be romance between all the characters. Why'd you seem so relaxed? There's no point in worrying. If this place is safe, I'd just be making a fool out of myself. And if I'm done for, then I'd rather have a good time before I die. She has a point. But it's impossible to actually internalize that mindset in a situation like this. A companion who is just like you. Very funny. Anyways, we're buddies, right? So we will find the answers to your questions together. Right, but shouldn't we first try finding an exit? Oh yeah, it's escape room time. I've played plenty of video games based on that, so you're in good hands. That too, but I meant escaping this building as a whole. Huh, you plan on just walking out of here. How bold. Well, of course! Every building has an exit and I don't want to stay here even a second longer. In fact, this is outrageous. How dare you do this to us? Oh no, don't tell me you want to speak to the manager. Let's go full Karen on that manager. Let's do it. I'm not joking. Why would we put up with this? Because it's not up to us. I'm pretty sure they made it hard to leave without their permission. I'll keep an eye open for your sake, but I don't want to anger those who put us here. If we can't find an exit, we need to play along and do what they say. Otherwise, you're putting both of us in danger. Can you do that? Contrary to her initial cheerfulness, Ephera's manner of speaking has become diplomatic and cold. How could I be so thoughtless? Our kidnappers represent a huge threat, and they shouldn't be taken lightly. Ephera is probably scared of this situation after all. I should give her a reassuring smile. Oh god, that is not a reassuring smile, my dude. Yeah, I don't see why not. Yikes, what kind of face is that, right? Face? That's me smiling! We should work on that then. Can we focus on getting out of here instead? Good call, the room isn't gonna escape itself. This should be fun. Okay, we're doing an escape room now. It's an actual escape room. Oh, it's completely different. It's a 3D world now. Alright, so how new are you to this kind of thing? No idea. We want the tutorial. That's okay, fortunately you've got me with you. The simplest part of escape room is inspecting stuff. You'll often notice things just by taking a closer look. As long as you're thorough, you don't have to worry about missing anything. What else is there? Oh, right. Sometimes you have to pick things up and put them somewhere else. Using items correctly is another big part of escape rooms. And of course, don't try brute forcing everything on your own. I'm here too and I also want to have fun. That being said, would you like me to take care of things if you get stuck? No, we're gonna try to do this on our own. Gotcha, so you want to take these puzzles seriously. Fine by me. You guys in chat are gonna help me. I decided you guys are helping. If you ever do get stuck, just talk to me and we can figure something out, I'm sure. And that's about it. It's mostly a learning by doing thing. Don't worry, you got this. That wasn't an in-depth explanation at all, but I can't bring myself to complain when she looks so excited. Okay, there's a plant here. So you have one of those plants too. The indents on its leaves look kind of suspicious, don't you think? You think it's related to the puzzle? If we need to change something about the plants, then how do we get it to bloom? Do we need to water it? That's some nice out-of-the-box thinking, though I'm not sure we even have to go that far. So she's suggesting we can do something else with it. You have a bed. Interesting, your blanket has a different color than mine. And you think that could be important? Yep, that's exactly the type of thing you gotta pay attention to, but I don't know what to do about it yet. Isn't that the door you came in through? That's right! My room is on the other side. It's not that exciting since it pretty much looks exactly the same as yours, but feel free to come in. Ah. Yeah, okay. The bed sheet is pretty much the same, isn't it? Flip the blanket? Oh. Hey look, there was something under my blanket. Is that a flower? Oh yeah, I got a few of those in my room as well. I'm sure they'll become useful somehow. You should pick it up. We should do that in her room too. We got this one. And another flower for our collection. Oh, you were right. Your blanket is more bluish than mine. See? Our rooms are similar otherwise, so that has to be a clue for something. Oh, your blanket has a different color on the inside. I think we should try flipping. I see. That way they both be the same color on the outside. Yeah, that could work. I'm not sure that that's gonna have any impact on anything. At least in an escape room, that would not do much. We both grab one of the blanket and flip it over together. As soon as it's in place, a jingle can be heard. Pretty sure that's a good sign. Yeah? I try opening the drawer, but it won't budge. That's whack. I can't see a keyhole anywhere, nor any kind of switch. Maybe we're not supposed to open it yet? Okay. Is it just me or is this seat kind of wobbly? Huh, you're right. Then that definitely means we're supposed to turn it around. Farah's escape room, wisdom number 6. If something seems broken, it's broken on purpose. Did you actually write a guide like that? Nah, I just made that up on the fly. Unless you'd be interested in reading it? Not really. Ow. Okay. That seems like that would make more sense. We're gonna go back to our room. We also have another one, another flower. I'm picking it up. Hey, this one is wobbly too. Now we have one wobbly seat in each room. You know what that means? No, I don't even have a remote idea what that means. Neither do I. Right. What about we turn them this way? Right, as I let go of the seat, a jingle resounds. Nice, we're making steady progress. She tries turning the seat again, but this time it won't budge. Yup, we're done here. Thank you, chairs. Say, are you noticing a pattern here? A pattern for what? The puzzles we're solving. Our rooms had subtle differences at first, but we've been getting rid of them bit by bit. Does that bother you? I personally think symmetry is a nice thing. Sure, it's nice to look at and all, but a room reflects your personality similarly to how your outfit does. So while they aren't forcing us to wear prison uniforms, they're still trying to tell us you're not special or something. Whew, that's interesting. Why would we be wearing prison uniforms? Maybe I'm just overthinking things. No, I don't think so. I think she's pretty right. This one won't open either. Hey, be glad. That's one less thing to worry about. Let's focus our attention on all the other stuff in here. Also, this one, the painting is kind of similar, right? Farah steps in front of the painting and rubs her chin, deep in thought. I see, yes. It all makes sense to me now. Oh, it does? What does? Well, I never went to art school. I have no idea what this is supposed to be or mean. Don't you think one half of it looks jumbled? For example, if you imagined that part next to this one, the edges would line up. Oh wow, you're right. I was wondering why the other half looked normal, but we're probably supposed to fix it. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Really? Oh, it's one of those things, right? I don't know. Is this making any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes any sense, guys. Are we recreating the same thing? No, okay, it's connecting to this side. This one looks right. This one looks right. This one doesn't. This one makes more sense. Oh, it's starting to work. No. Yeah! Woo! Nice one. My room had a jumbled painting too. I think I can take care of it now. I wouldn't want you believing that you're the smarter one around here. You may say it like that, but I think you just want to be helpful. What? How dare you accuse me of such a thing? Despite her words, she leaves the room with a big grin on her face. Shortly after, an electronic sound can be heard and Farah comes back. Hey, I guess we're even now. Okay, that takes care of the paintings. So we're at 3 out of 4. We still need to fix the plans, I guess. When we go there, I try to open the door, but it's locked. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be much of an escape room if all you had to do was walk outside. I guess so, but if this is the exit and that other door is the one between our rooms, then what's the third door good for? How should I know? Let's find out. Probably a bathroom? This one's locked too. Huh. It does make me curious to know what's on the other side. Okay, well I guess I've got an idea. What does a healthy blooming plant have? Yeah, I'm drawing. Okay, I have to carry them, I guess. I'm exhausted. Farah dramatically plops herself on the seat. You can take care of the rest from here, right? But I thought we were such a good team up until now. Why'd you have to go and say something so cute? I was just kidding. She stands back up again. It's a comfy chair though, I'll give it that. I place a flower in the leaves. It slots itself perfectly into the indentation as if attracted by a magnetic force. Hey, that looks promising. I guess this confirms that flowers have something to do with the plants. We don't have enough flowers. Is there a reason? There's 2 missing too. There's nothing else I can interact with. I think we're done with the paintings. Yeah, I know. If Farah has the same plan as me, just mirrored. I don't think we can solve this randomly. We're probably still missing a necessary hint. Yeah? But I don't have anything else. Locked as well. Our rooms are basically symmetrical, so that makes sense. Also locked. Oh well, that's good news though. It means everything we need to get out of here is in one of the 2 rooms. That's one way to look at it. Wow, look at that chair. It gives off a certain air. I want to sit there. Okay, go ahead. Seriously, I improv the haiku that rhymes and you're not even going to acknowledge it. Haikus are very hard to write. I will acknowledge that. How was I supposed to know what you were going for? But if that's what it was, that's pretty cool. After those 2 people stopped talking, the screen went black, but now there's this rectangle on it. Doesn't it look kind of like a battery? Maybe there's some huge game controller charging somewhere. Or maybe it's a screen for a mini game. Oh, or maybe it's some kind of progress bar. Why does only video game stuff come to your mind? We need to take this seriously. Although, a progress bar doesn't sound that unrealistic. Right? I think this shows the amount of puzzles we already solved, or... Wait. On closer look, what is this? Seems to have something to do with the flowers in there. And something else? What strange symbols? Okay, I know what it is. Okay, so the left one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The lower left one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the most leaves is on the upper right. I think that's it. Did it work? Or maybe it didn't. That makes no sense. Right? The most leaves is on the upper right. Oh, jacket potato for dinner. That's good. Do you have anything with that or just jacket potato? I don't know why. I feel like that's like a side dish to me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. That looks like it is right. Maybe she should do hers then. Just mirrored. Oh, wait a second. She got 3 on the right side. I have 3 on the right. Oh, it's the opposite. Okay. Ta-da! Oh, nice. You did it. In that case, I gotta do my part too. I'll be back in a sec. She takes 3 additional flowers she's apparently been hoarding out of her pockets and disappears through the door. It's cheese, beans, but mayo, maybe some salad and hot sauce too. Oh, it's a lot more complex than I thought it was. I thought it was just like cheese in the potato. And comes back after a ridiculous short amount of time. Well, that truly was just a sec. How did you do that? Well, with the sample solution right there, it really was a piece of cake. Thanks for doing all the heavy lifting. A synmate isn't that bad when he does most of the work for you. Hey, don't get used to it. Fine, fine, but you did well. Now we can finally give those poor plants a break. Congratulations, you did it. Farah and I turn around to face my TV. You have done well sorting out your differences. Do you feel like you have grown closer? Well, either way, you did what we asked you to do. This was a nice little warm-up, so now we think you're ready for the first proper task. That is, meeting the other 12 participants. That's a lot of people. Now you gotta give it the work so no one wants a naked jacket potato. I've never had a jacket potato. I always thought it was a side dish. And that's why I'm learning things. To make the process more formal, we require that you save every participant's basic information on your DA, a digital assistant. Of course, the catch is that you don't have a DA yet. You have to find one first. We've scattered them all around this place, so you have fun looking for them. Therefore, your duties are twofold. Familiarize yourselves with the other participants, as well as this building. Once all 14 DAs contain information on all participants, your task will be considered complete. We've unlocked the door to the hallway so you won't hold up you any longer. Make lots of new friends. That is all. Good luck and see you soon. Won't someone give this lady a jacket potato? Oh, the humanity! I'm cold. Give me a jacket potato. I need to be warm. Well then, what are we waiting for? Part nervous, part excited, Ifera opens the door and steps outside. I follow closely behind. I like the puzzles, they're really cool. The 3D version of them is really fun. Stop! I said stop walking! Hey! Mere seconds after stepping out into the dimly lit hallway, a young man calls out to us. Confused, Ifera and I stop dead in our tracks. Ugh. Apparently that wasn't to the man's liking. Couldn't you hear me? Why did you let the door fall shut behind you? The door? He cast a glance behind us. Indeed, the heavy metal plate shut on its own. Oh, that! Why? Is that bad? I'll let you decide how much you want to regret it, but that was our last chance to get inside. All the other doors are locked too. Now that he mentions it, the entire hallway is lined with doors identical to ours. Okay, and I'm gonna guess that those were the rooms anyone else woke up in. Your thing says I need to follow you even though I already do. What do you mean? What says that? There shouldn't be any sort of message like that. I don't know what that means. Why are you seeing that message, dinosaur? And as you reply to me, I will get a dinosaur and eat it. Hehehe. Unless you're talking to... Are you talking to me? Was that part of the conversation? Like at the bottom it says follow even though I already do. Maybe Twitch is bugged. Like maybe do like F5 to refresh the page. Maybe it's gonna unbug it. I click again, but just saying, it's okay. Okay, and there wasn't anything important in ours, so why would you want to get in? Even if that were true, I've made it my job to find loopholes around here. And you happen to forget the second locked door in the back of your room. It's kind of impressive that you managed to neglect that. While the fashionable man's attitude is reigniting my anxiety, the Farah remains unimpressed. Well, but now it's locked for good. You should have yelled something more specific if you wanted us to keep it open. She's right. There we go, all better. Also, it didn't give me any sort of like pop-up as like a new follow, so I don't know. Feels like maybe it was a Twitch bug. So that's where you are. Were you waiting in front of their rooms the entire time? Yep, but I could have saved myself the effort. I thought we were a team. Don't you run off like that. Sorry, we should probably introduce ourselves. My name is Forrest, and this is my lovely partner Ashore. I have a feeling that they're possibly lost sinners. This sarcasm was uncalled for. I'm Farah, and this awkward little kid here is Seva. You're Team Wrath, am I right? I think that was the only one we were missing. Right, although I'm not exactly sure how well that name actually fits us. Tell me about it. How do you think we feel about being in Team Lust? I mean, That's my guess from exactly what you said. It seems like it fits. I don't want people's first association with me to be that, you know? And it wouldn't be if you didn't keep bringing it up. You don't need to say. Are you joking? They're going to check our profiles anyway, so I'd rather be upfront about it. Wouldn't you be wary of anyone with that sin? No? Everybody has lust. It's just a matter of balance. And not really. I think it's pretty obvious that our sins aren't based on our crimes, but our personalities. You'd think so. But don't people commit crimes that align with their personality? Not necessarily. When you're in a situation where you gotta do what you gotta do, it doesn't fit your personality necessarily. I'm just saying we didn't necessarily commit sex crimes, and Team Wrath isn't necessarily the most violent or dangerous. That would be a little too on the nose now, wouldn't it? I mean, we don't look like we're about to be violent people. I'd sure hope so. But there's no guarantee, is there? It's possible we're trapped in here with all sorts of dangerous individuals. I think the risks are pretty slim. We already talked to everyone. They all seem nice. All is being a bit generous, but most of them had some degree of social competence, yes. That said, where the hell are they? For 14 people, it sure is empty around here. They should be upstairs. Since all the bedroom doors are locked, we quickly lost interest in this area. Oh, I only came back down because I was looking for Ashore. Just like Ephera, these two are acting way too relaxed. It's time we discuss some real questions. Those others, do any of them remember what brought them here? Forrest and Ashore exchange surprised glances, then laugh. What? Is that like a trick question? I'll bite. No. Do you? Me neither. The last thing I can clearly remember is just a normal, uneventful day. I hung out in my room the whole time. Oh, same here. Nothing involving meeting a dangerous organization. Dangerous organization? Well, who do you think the two people from the video work for? Banatress. That's what we decided to call them since their names are so long. They just merged their names together. They gave them a ship name. Whoever their boss is, they must have a huge amount of cash and power. I wonder what their deal is. Ransom money, maybe? That's being optimistic. What if this is all some spectacle for rich people to get on our lives, to bet on our lives? Oh no, I don't want to turn against you. That's horrible. And not at all an overdone cliche. But also, what do you think my chances are? A lot of people better be betting on me to win. If I wasn't one of the most popular ones, I wouldn't be able to recover from that. So her sin is actually pride, apparently. I don't know when I started shaking again, but the current topic definitely didn't help. I've never dealt with a situation like this before. I was never confronted with so much uncertainty and fear. For the past 19 years, I've been an upstanding citizen and got to live a peaceful life in return. I followed every law, every rule, every social convention, so why is this happening to me? And for some reason, the others seem to have adapted already. They're just accepting the situation, how it is, and without so much as a complaint. What's up with that? Do they have nerves of steel? Or am I seriously the one who's overreacting? Seriously, I noticed something nudging my arm. I mean, the only thing that they're not in immediate danger. They're not yet starving. There's no blood everywhere. Nobody's running after them. For now, I wouldn't be as stressed out as he is. Suddenly, I noticed something nudging my arm. Hey, buddy, you alright? I'm snapped out of my thoughts and the shaking stops. I'm fine. Just a little overwhelmed. Sorry, we were just joking around, you know. Should we change the topic? After casting one more cautious glance at me, Ephera lets go of me. That's probably a good idea. Earlier you mentioned checking our profiles. What did you mean by that? Oh, that. It's one of the functions of the DAs. As soon as you meet someone, it shows you all the basic information you could want about them. Too much information, actually. My weight should have been nobody's business. Either way, I should already be saved on yours. Here, let me show you. Forrest peers at Ephera and me, her eyes wandering between our hands and our pockets. Oh, you think we didn't get ours yet? Duh, you just woke up. She gently boxes her own skull. I'll show you on mine then. So, this is our name, Seva Iris. We are born June 25. We are 19 years old. 176 centimeters. We're tall. That's very tall. We're a guy. 67 kilo. I don't know what that is in pounds. I don't work in kilos. The sin is rat. Oh, this little mini character is so adorable. Now we can check Ifera. Ifera Arkal. She's born January 3. She's 20. She's also taller than me. I don't like that. She's a female. She's Wrath. Ashor Lucius. He's 21. He's the tallest yet. He's the heaviest. And he's a lustful boy. Forrest is 23. She's the oldest. She's a much more manageable height. She's my height. She's 54 kilo. Okay. And then we can see Tristitia. We know nothing except that he's very tall. He's 6 foot tall. And she's a little short of 6 foot. She's pretty tall too. Okay. Damn, that really is cool. You know what? You can borrow my DA until you find your own. Without waiting for us to accept her offer, she grasps my hand and studies it for a second. Then she places her device in my palm and clasps my fingers on top of it. Are you sure? Of course, it currently helps you more than me. Just give it back to me later. Besides, if I really needed one, I'm sure Ashor would let me use his. We'll see about that. Either way, we've held you up long enough. Why don't you go ahead and meet the others? That's a good point, thanks. But it was nice meeting you. Sure was. I won't even forgive you for the door thing. Bye-bye. Ifera and I continue along the hallway. Well, well, well. What was that about? What? While absent-mindedly engaging with Ifera, my primary focus is elsewhere. That thing Forrest did, the hand. Yeah? To make sure that they really are locked, I checked the handle of every door we passed. She was totally hitting on you. That was such an obvious excuse for physical contact. Okay. It's not that I don't believe those two, but verifying that the doors are locked myself is the only way I can stop hoping they made a mistake. Hey, are you even listening to me? What's worrying you so much? What isn't worrying me? Maybe let's start with the fact that we're dealing with a terrifying underground organization, even though it's hard to believe something of this scale went unnoticed by the government. Still, my goal happens to be getting the hell out of here. Why is no one else taking this seriously? Look, I don't know what's going on with you, but let me suggest something really wild. What if what we're dealing with is the government? Huh? You're thinking the police is involved, but why would they do this to innocent civilians? You can drop the act. But Natra said we're buddies, right? That what we did was similar. Then what did you do? I used to have a really bad temper. You could have even called me a bully. So I'll admit, putting me in Team Wrath isn't completely inaccurate. What about you? They must be punishing you for a reason. Well, I've been thinking about it and maybe it's the fact that I've been wasting my time. I graduated high school a few weeks ago and haven't even looked into what I want to do next. That's sloth. That's not wrath. How is that enough for you to get punished? Wouldn't you have to refuse work way longer than that? I mean, I'm not sure what the latest guidelines are. It's possible they voted on it, made conditions more strict, and I neglected to keep up with the news. And if that was my fate, I'd accept it, but then why am I still alive? Shouldn't they just kill me? Yeah, they should just kill you for not working. What kind of society is this? All of this is way too fishy. What if this is the work of a group of evil, rich people, after all? I don't want to die. So you don't want to die, but you'd be okay with the government killing you. Of course, that's what it means to be an upstanding citizen. Society would be better off without me. Dang, then how on earth did you end up in here? That's what I'd like to know. Either way, try to wipe the evil millionaire thing from your mind. That's not what's happening here. The naturalist said they're giving us a chance to prove our worth. I think as long as we follow their instructions, they'll let us stay alive. How can you be so cheerful about this? We could still die. If it wasn't for our current situation, we'd already be dead. So I'm grateful for this opportunity. To be killed because you're a bully is pretty harsh. I'll show them that I'm not a bully anymore, that I can get along with everyone just fine. I think bullies should definitely, you know, have some sort of comeuppance, but I don't think they deserve to die or be put in prison. Typically, bullies are just mean, toxic people. Just avoid them, you know? Eventually, they will end up isolated because everybody doesn't like a bully, and they might learn their lesson. The same goes for you. They'll see that they were wrong about you if you make some friends here. And I think you already made one. Ooh. Me, you dumbass. Despite being called a dumbass, I can't help but smile. Your bully is showing. Is goofball better? I nod. See, I'm working on it. Oh, we increased affection with her? Shit. Do we want to flirt with her? I don't know. I kind of like the other girl better. We keep walking along the corridor, eager to meet the other participants. Are they all boy-girl versions? I wonder. Oh, this concludes the quick demo for artificial selection. We are already done, guys. Well, that was definitely intriguing. I like the system. I like the conversations are well written. Characters are well developed. There's a good mystery that keeps us interested. It starts in the middle of the action. Artificial selection is under active development, and insider supporters on my coffee can already play the first 2 routes, while the 3rd route is actively receiving monthly updates. Alternatively, wishlisting the game and waiting for the full version is also much appreciated. Aside from that, feel free to join the Discord server to discuss the game with other players and keep up with news. We'd love to see you there. Thank you for your wishlist, support, and patience. Good luck and see you soon. That's very cute, guys. I'm going to quit this right now. I'm going to share the link to the game on Steam. And if you find it interesting, if you're curious about the ending to this, you can check out the full first route. And obviously, there's also the option of encouraging on the coffee for the creator. And you could have the first 2 routes, not just the first one.